family, welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, where we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right at the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On second down, it's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 13 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Well on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Jags. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90. Left.
The slot man in motion right. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. Second down, here's Fournette, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go on fourth down with Bortles. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. In motion left, Robinson. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, here's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third and long, it's Bortles. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before half for Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll go again with Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing now is Bortles. It's caught right side, it turns. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the gun on third down, Bortles. Burns brings it in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. To throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
He'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself to the rest of the offensive unit because these guys know that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Malik Jackson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man.